everyone, welcome to Naturally Gaited. My name is Jennifer Klitsky. This is Marvel. He's my 5-year-old naturally gaited Tennessee walking horse, spotted saddle horse gelding. And Marvel and I have been together for almost 2 years now. So when he first came to my place, he was an unstarted horse. So it was really fun for me to start a horse from really scratch. He's been under saddle now for a little over a year. I started him in hand and lunging when he was 3.5. And then that winter we did a lot of liberty work when he was still 3.5. So people ask me, how do you teach the Jambette and the Spanish walk? I trimmed his feet. I had his foot on the hoof stand and he was stretching out like that. And I was filing his foot. Now the very next day, I wasn't trimming his feet, but he was in the cross ties. And he started stretching his leg out like that. I thought, wow, that's interesting. I've always wanted to teach my horse the Jambette and the Spanish walk. And here's this horse kind of offering it without me even teaching him this. So I thought, the first day I thought it was a fluke. The next day I had him in the cross ties and he did it again, stretching his leg out like that. So I started putting cues to it. I would say, Jambette, and I would tap him on the shoulder, like right here, and he would offer the Jambette. And then I'd reward him. I'd give him a cookie, tell him he did a really good job, give him a scratch, give him a pet. And so he was offering his right Jambette. He needed to offer a left Jambette also for the Spanish walk. It took a little while because horses are generally right-handed and left-handed. So he started offering then the Jambette with the left leg. And now this wasn't in a day. This took a process of weeks to a month, where he was doing then the right Jambette, the left Jambette. Then I started asking him to alternate the legs in the cross ties at a halt. So we'd do the left Jambette, then I'd ask him to do the right Jambette, left Jambette, right Jambette. So we're doing that, rewarding that. So then that winter, I started playing with him in Liberty outside, and it was kind of fun to try it out. So we were out here playing, and I started just lifting my legs and alternating my legs at a walk, slow walk, and cueing him on the shoulder, saying Jambette. And then we started walking together in the Spanish walk. So we're doing this in Liberty. No bridle, no saddle, no nothing. He was completely, he could do what he wanted, and that's what he wanted to do. When he started in saddle, I would ask him to do the Jambette with me on his back. And he was doing that fine, no problem. So then, over time, then I started asking him to do a Jambette and take a step. Jambette, take a step. So the first time we did it, we were only able to do like one Jambette and a step, Jambette and a step. So it took him a while before he was able to figure out the alternating of legs and steps. I'd say by mid-summer, after he was started under saddle, he was doing the Spanish walk. Now, what I do with him is I'm asking him to do it with more quality, meaning I want him to step under with the hind legs and not get too stretched out, because sometimes he'll like park out and do it. I don't want him to park and do it because it's hard on his back with me on him. So I want him to be balanced. I want him to be relaxed in the mouth, in the jaw, in the poll. So I ask him to come up, and then I ask him to do the Jambette verbally, and then tap him on the shoulder with the whip. So then I ask him then to take steps. And so oftentimes we're doing the Jambette, then I have to tap him a little bit to get him to go forward. Slow walk. It's got to be a slow walk. So he's taking a couple steps of walk and reaching out with the Jambette leg. Then he started alternating his legs. And so we were only doing maybe 2 or 3 steps of Spanish walk in the beginning. And we're still not doing a lot of steps. And that's not my goal, is to do a lot of steps. I just want some relaxed, good quality steps. And then reward him and keep it so that he enjoys it, because he really loves doing that. But I don't want it to become drudgery. I don't want to keep drilling him. So if he wants to do something different, we always start playing with Jambette and Spanish walk, breaking up the gait work that we're doing, because he kind of gets bored, especially in the arena. He does not love the arena. So when I'm in the saddle, so I bring his head and neck up, relaxed, soft in the mouth, soft in the jaw, soft in the poll, light contact. I ask him to have a balanced position, so all of his four legs are under his body mass. Then I tap him on the shoulder and say Jambette, and he'll offer a Jambette. Then I ask with like either cluck or tap him a little bit with the whip to get him to go forward in a slow walk. Jambette, 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 Jambette in motion. The goal is just to help him develop quality. The higher lifting steps with a kick out is what I'm after now, which he offers from time to time. So I reward him. I say, yes, good, yes, good. And I make it fun, because he seems to really, he's more like a dog in that. When you train dogs, you want to keep it fun. So with this horse, I train him a lot like I would a dog. And just say, yes, good, yes, good. And then I give him a cookie, or I don't give him a dog treat, obviously. I give him a cookie. So that is how I started doing the Spanish walk and the Jambette with this horse. Now, what's interesting is that Makana was watching us, because we were doing this at Liberty outside. When I let the horses out of their stalls to go to the paddock here, he would offer the Spanish walk right from his stall to go out. Makana started noticing this, and so she started offering the Jambette. Of course, it was just the one leg. She liked to do her left leg first, so she would reach out, and before it became a stomping paw, I would reward her and stop her. And then she would stretch it out, and I'd say, good, 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 good. And so now she's getting higher, and she's holding it longer. So then I started asking her to do the other leg. So now she does both legs. She's not as good at it as Marvel is, and I haven't been able to get her to do the Jambette with me on her back. But she's doing it with me next to her. So she can do it at Liberty, and she can do it in the cross ties. So now the next step with Makana would be to do it in saddle, right? Yeah. So I think they teach each other to just do that. Now this horse likes to do the Jambette with or without tack, and wherever we are. He loves to do it on the hill over there. He loves that, don't you? Yes, you good boy. Yeah. So anyway, so people ask me, how do you teach the Jambette and the Spanish walk? That's how it all started for us, and that's how I do it. So
Jambette, yes, good, 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 yes, 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 you're so good. Can we walk a little bit here? And look at you, whoa, look at you.
well, thanks for joining us, and come visit us at naturallygaited.com.